All right, Chip, thanks. A federal appeals court is hearing arguments today over a controversial immigration law in Texas. The state is fighting to enforce its new law that would allow police to arrest anyone suspected of being in the U.S. illegally. The Fifth U.S. Circuit put the law on hold last month. The Biden administration and immigrant rights groups are suing to block it, saying that it interferes with federal immigration law. It's not clear when the Fifth Circuit will rule. Joining us to break down kind of what's happening today is constitutional law attorney David Coale. Good morning to you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Hello.
Okay, great. So the last time the Fifth Circuit took action on this law, it hit pause. Today, it is considering whether it should be allowed to stand. When it hit pause then, did the appellate court maybe give any hints about how it might rule now?
Oh, it certainly did. I mean, the number one thing you look at when you're deciding what to do while the appeal is in progress is the appeal any good? And two of the three judges said that they thought the case looked like it was controlled by existing U.S. Supreme Court authority, a case called Arizona versus United States from 10, 15 years ago. So that's not just tipping the hand, that's pretty much laying the whole hand out there. And I don't think we're going to see a lot of surprises today. I think the audience today is really the U.S. Supreme Court, because I think everyone sees this case as moving through the Fifth Circuit and heading up because of the national importance of the issues it presents.
So you mentioned this. This is a three-judge panel of the Fifth Circuit. There is a Biden appointee, a Trump appointee, and a George W. Bush appointee. How much does that matter? Whoever appoints them, not so much, but judicial philosophy, the court has different groups and subgroups on it. And you have an interesting diversity here. You have a recent appointee by President Biden. You have kind of an old line Bush-era Republican and the chief judge, Priscilla Richmond. And then the third judge, Andy Oldham from Austin, is one of the new crop, the Trump appointees from just a few years ago, brings a more conservative look to the court, more of a willingness to challenge the U.S. Supreme Court precedent. And he was the dissenter on the panel that required the law to be stayed during the appeal. So I expect him to have some pretty provocative questions in the argument this morning. Well, and you also alluded to this. The U.S. Supreme Court really kind of seems destined to have the final say here. The court's conservative majority briefly let the law take effect last month over strenuous objections from the court's three liberals. So do you read anything into that decision?
Well, you can read a little bit into it. The three of the justices didn't say anything because it was very early in the case and was purely administrative. And there was another opinion by Justice Barrett, Justice Kavanaugh joined that, said we're not touching the merits. We're dealing with this purely on a procedural ground because it's such an unusual procedure so early in the case. So they kept their cards very close to the vest, and we don't know how they're going to vote. But we can do some general review. The dissent in the Arizona case by Antonin Scalia, a minority view back then. Now our Supreme Court, the majority is much more in line with the way Justice Scalia saw things. His views are going to have a lot more traction than they did 15 years ago when Anthony Kennedy wrote the majority.
Just a little bit of time left here. Talk about the impacts of this decision, no matter which way it goes.
Well, the question is, how much can a state do about immigration on its own? Traditionally, we've seen that there's nothing. There's one country, one immigration policy. Texas is challenging that basic assumption and saying no states get that. And does that mean we now have 50 immigration authorities in this country? That's the very provocative question at the back of all this that is the reason the Supreme Court is interested.
All right, we will continue to watch it. David Coale, we appreciate your time this morning. Thanks.
Thank you very much.